Tonight, join Ed Kavalee, Glenn Robbins, Dave Hughes, Celia Pacquola and Sam Pang as we test their knowledge of the week's events on Have You Been Paying Attention? And now, here's your host, Tom Gleisner.
Good evening, welcome to the show. Monday the 29th of September. So much news to look back on this week. And who better to help us with that task than the 5 highly informed contestants seated here tonight, including Triple M Brisbane breakfast host and soon to return to the Total Football desk, Mr. Ed Kavalee.
Hi Tom, hi everybody, good to be here.
Also joining us a man whose attitude to life could best be described as neat casual, Mr. Glenn Robbins. One of the hardest working stand-ups in the country and a regular on the project. Say hello to Dave Hughes. Actor, comedian and jet-setting glamour girl, it's Celia Pacquola. And finally, a man who can dress up when he feels the occasion warrants the effort. But clearly not this evening, the slightly sartorial Mr. Sam Pang. You in a tie before. You're looking very dapper there at an AFL pre-grand final function.
Yes, we were there doing it together, Hughesy. We did a comedy debate. The topic was Jackie Lambie, idiot or imbecile.
And you were on the...
They didn't tell us which side we're on, but it didn't matter.
It was a free-for-all. Excellent stuff. And Glenn, you've been getting around the country. Yes. A sharp-eyed viewer sent us this poster in a view up north and in Katherine, of all places.
Up there in beautiful Darwin, did a couple of shows up there, and I ran into one Russell Coit, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's running a bikini car wash. Yeah, for an extra $15, he'll do it in a G-string for you.
And Celia, you got to fulfil I suspect, a lifelong dream. You met Denzel Washington.
Yes. Oh.
This is about a week or two ago. There you are.
See this, and then when I'm at home alone, I just get those 2 photos.
Put them together. You interviewed him for the project.
I did interview for the project because they went, "Do you want to go and interview Denzel Washington?" I was like, "Well, yeah, that sounds like a normal person's life." And I went and I was too nervous. I had 4 minutes to talk to him, and within the first minute, I went, "Hello, I'm Celia, I'm from Australia." And he's like, "Are you okay?" And I went, "No, I'm just really excited." And he actually said to me, "Just breathe," and he took me through breathing exercises.
Excellent.
So pretty good at interviewing.
It reminds me of when I interviewed One Direction. Very
You get a little overawed. Actually, Hughesy, you also got to meet, well, maybe not quite as famous as Denzel, but pretty hot nonetheless. This is Hughesy and Lorena from The Bachelor.
Yeah, it took a while because with that photo, we had to take a photo about 10 times because there was a hair gap or something. I didn't know what it meant, but yeah.
A hair gap?
A hair gap. Have you ever heard the term, I've got a hair gap?
No. That to
anyway, it sounds rude, but I don't think it was.
Hair gap.
Yeah, hair gap.
Hair gap would match your smile then.
Been a busy week for us all. Let's see how much of it we can remember. Hands on buzzers. Let's get this quiz underway. George Clooney was married on the weekend. In what city was the ceremony held, Glenn?
Geelong.
No, a little more exotic.
Romantic, Tommy. Venice.
It was indeed. Why are Bill and Hillary Clinton so happy? Sam?
They haven't seen each other for months.
No, well, this has brought them together, I think, Dave.
The STD, they negative, so which is great.
Anyone know why the Clintons are celebrating this weekend? I'll tell you why. Their daughter Chelsea just had a baby girl. The Prime Minister flew to New York last week for what important meeting? Celia?
It was a very important meeting. He went for the climate change. He was busy burning some tyres or something. He was at the national, the UN, the war one. He was at the war one.
Would you be referring to the Security Council?
Yes.
I think you'll take the points there, Celia. While the PM was away, the country was run by our Deputy PM. Who is our Deputy PM? Dave?
Buddy Franklin.
Okay. Not the answer I have here. Anyone know? Sam?
It's Warren Truss, Tom.
From the Nationals, it is indeed.
The man you can trust if you can't spell.
Yes, close enough.
He's got a bit of hair gap going on top of his head.
This to us all eventually, Glenn. All right, 60 Minutes ran this promo.
The most dangerous place on earth.
What is the most dangerous place on earth, Glenn?
Clive Palmer's toilet, Tom.
Look looking for a geographical answer. Dave.
It's Syria, you know, and they sent the reporter there, you know. If they want to get rid of it, just tell her, you know.
Easier ways.
There are other ways to do it. Who is this woman suing? Dave.
Her hairdresser.
No, it's Ed.
Well, she was the winner of the Dave Hughes lookalike competition.
I'll give you a clue. She's an author, born in Peru. Celia.
I know this. It's so funny. So this woman is suing the makers of the film Frozen, which is about a princess who can shoot ice out of her hands because she said they stole her life story.
Exactly right. Isabella Tanakumi says Frozen is based on her.
Do I really look like her?
Yes.
Does Susie look like that? Peruvian?
No, mate, you don't have glasses.
No, not at all. No, you don't, Dave.
Yeah.
Don't let that
When
throw
they
you.
make the film, like, you know, when they did that one about the woman who wrote Mary Poppins, when they make the film about her, you're in, bro. You're going to pay.
You don't.
Won't
It's
happen,
really
Hughes.
broken your brain, hasn't it?
Well, I've been told I look like Susan Boyle and now her. So.
President Obama has got into trouble for this photo. What's he doing wrong?
Shocking.
Glenn.
See, they like to go the salute as they come down the steps of the helicopter, and he had a cup of coffee in his hand, and I think it was deemed disrespectful to salute with coffee in your hand.
Quite correct. It's considered disrespectful. Who is Julie Bishop meeting here? Ed.
Her Tinder matches.
In fact, it's sporting. It's the Afghan cricket team here in Australia. Speaker Bronwyn Bishop notched up a milestone in Parliament on Tuesday. What did she do? Dave.
She turned 150.
I'll help you out here, Tom. She evicted her 200th Member of Parliament.
Can you tell me his name?
No, I can't.
Give me the points nonetheless. Joel Fitzgibbon, number 200, out. There were anxious moments for Kim Kardashian at a Paris fashion show. What happened? Sam.
I think someone hugged her and pushed her over.
Sam, she was the victim of serial prankster Vitaly Seduk. I don't think you gave me enough of... Well, you said he hugged her. Let's have a look.
That's how I hug people.
Yeah, all right, Sam, we will give you the 10 points.
Is that a prank? Does that count as a prank?
Just attacking
It's just sort
someone
of
randomly.
assault, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably more on the assault line. The Indian Prime Minister tweeted this: "History is created and am glad to have witnessed it." Glenn.
They got to Mars with their first attempt.
The first nation in the world to successfully reach Mars, or like orbiting Mars, on its first attempt. Can anyone name the spacecraft? Sam.
Silver Top 1.
Like to pay it, Sam, but I'm afraid it's the Mangalyaan. Take a look at these three people: Leonardo DiCaprio, Emma Watson and Victoria Beckham. Tell me what the connection is. They all did something this week. Dave?
They all believe they can solve the world's problems because they're famous.
You're very close, and
They were all announced UN ambassadors.
Oh, you're both circling it. No, they spoke at the UN. They addressed the UN this week, but I don't think... I could give you 5 each.
I think you could
What
give
do
us 5 each.
ambassadors do? Speak.
All right, 5 today, 5 to Celia. Yeah. I'm being very generous tonight. What airline is this a promotional shot for? Celia.
Well, it is not Virgin. I think it is the Flying Strippers.
But I'll need the name of an airline, or at very least a country, Dave.
The airline of my next holiday.
It's Viet Air, and you should see the black box.
I like it.
Parliament House guards will now be allowed to carry what? Dave.
It's guns, and, you know, let's sort those bloody school groups out as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Orderly behaviour from the kids. Correct, you see, it's guns. Who did Clive Palmer describe as not very bright during the week? Sam.
The guy at McDonald's who asked him if he wanted fries with that. That's a stupid question.
It was actually a colleague. Celia.
I thought it was two. I thought it was a journalist. It was definitely Jackie Lambie as well, which is...
He claims he didn't say it, but Jackie Lambie is the answer I'm chasing. Then he turned on a journo. Now, say what you will about Clive, he's got self-confidence. Who else would be prepared to hold a press conference in front of a life-size photo of their own double chin?
So that's what we look.
We're going to take a break. When we Showbiz gets some serious attention. Welcome back. Just working our way through the week that was. Hands on buzzers. Ladies and gentlemen, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un missed the opening of Parliament on Thursday. Where is he rumoured to be? Glenn?
On that aeroplane with the bikini girls.
Sounds like good fun.
There's rumours flying around North Korea. Sam?
He's sick.
He's sick, apparently. Massive weight gain. They say from eating too much Swiss cheese.
He studied there.
He did.
No one's going to tell him no, though, are they?
No. Keep going, dear leader. All right, take a look at Tony Abbott.
Our light on the hill, as he put it, to work for the betterment of mankind.
Our light on the hill is a quote, a famous quote. Who from? Ed.
It's Chifley, Prime Minister Chifley.
Ex-Labor Prime Minister
Yeah.
Ben Chifley.
That's right.
Tell me, what are we looking at here?
Oh, Tom? Hint? Got a
A
hint?
little weird. Any thoughts, Ed? Sorry, Glenn, you need to buzz, not just go, oh.
Let Glennie have a swing. Come on,
You wanna
Glennie.
have
Hit your buzzer.
They're those...
No, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it properly. Okay, yes, there, go.
Yes, Glenn.
What is it, Glenn?
They're drones.
They are drones.
Yeah, they're
but
dancing drones.
Who's practising with them?
That's Cirque du Soleil's
Indeed,
new
it
show.
is for an
It is
upcoming show. Okay, time to turn up the glamour and celebrate all things celebrity. Roll out that red carpet. Take a look at Gabby Greco.
It took a lot of thinking. I didn't want it to be tacky. I didn't want it to be over the top.
What is she talking about, Ed?
They're releasing a sex tape, Tom, and it's going to be art.
It's going to be very slow. No, anyone? Celia.
I must. Well, it doesn't make sense because I think she's probably talking about her outfit, and although I don't hate it, it is both tacky and over the top.
She's managed to get you're absolutely correct, Celia. 10 points to you. Justin Timberlake is in Australia at the moment. What's his tour called? Celia.
He's Justin Timberlake's tour in Australia. Well, I think that's called "I'm Bringing Sexy Outback."
Oh, nice girl. Unfortunately, not the answer I have here. In fact, it's the 2020 experience. What did Justin Timberlake want to do while in Adelaide? Glenn,
Baseball.
we miming the
Is
show
that
from
baseball?
now.
Tennis.
A little bit of fun for a little bit of physicality,
Kendo.
Tom. There you go.
You want us to play golf, I think is what you're trying to say. Glenn,
Exactly
I will
right.
give you the points. Whose home video are we looking at here? What arty? Dave.
Someone who's had a baby.
Yes,
And I'm going to go, it's. Oh, there we go, thank you. Held on long enough to say that's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, did we blow it, did we? Did we give her the clue away?
Yeah,
We kept going there.
Yeah, I can't believe Hughesy got that one.
I had no choice but to pay that.
Really running a tight ship over
Yeah,
there.
this is...
This is season finale.
That's
Yeah,
right.
only half right. This is just your last show, Tommy.
I'm happy for it to roll on, Sam. Ricky Martin's new song, Adios, is in 3 languages. English, Spanish and... Dave.
The language of love, ooh la la.
Otherwise known as?
I would believe it's, Thai?
That's a language that is the language of online love, you know what I
In fact, it's French.
mean? French.
French, of course.
Barbara Streisand's new album debuted at number 1.
Give us a warning before that show. How about a warning?
Number 1 on the chart.
Dear.
What's Barb's new album called, Dave?
You thought I was dead.
No. Her new album is called Partners. It's an album of duets. All right, here's a phrase we've all been
Finally.
waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bachelor time.
Yes.
Heading to the big climax. Yes. On Wednesday night, all of the ousted girls returned to the house for what special event? Glenn.
It was a cage fight in the nude.
Fighting, but it
No, it
wasn't.
was a reunion, Tommy.
Yeah.
A mini reunion.
It was both a tell-all event and a bit of a chat, but Ed, you take the points. OK, then we're down to the final 4 girls. Where did Blake go with them on Thursday? Dave.
He went home with
He
them.
went to their homes to meet their families. The first home he visited was Louisa's. Why was her father forced to change his pants?
When they walked in to the house, the bachelor was a little bit nervous and he spilled some champagne on the dad's pants.
Oh, wow. You really did watch.
I watch it. Mate, I watch. I'm getting married in 3 weeks, and as soon as that finishes, I'm getting on this, you know?
There will be another series. Louise mentioned her 3 brothers.
I do have 3 brothers, very strong, very confident, they're very protective.
And I'm not quite sure Blake realised who he was about to meet.
Oh, yeah!
That's protective. Blake did something surprising at the rose ceremony.
Can you please come with me for a moment, Jess?
What happened?
He
Celia.
took her around the back and he introduced her to his wife.
That would be a great moment. No, Glenn.
I think he changed his pants as well.
There were no pants involved. Well, there were pants involved, but there were no pants changing involved. Ed.
It was touching. He cried.
He
cried
well,
because
he
he
did.
was... Because I watched The Bachelor because he cried because he was breaking up with one of his 4 girlfriends. It's a situation you've been in many times, mate.
Ed, you're correct. Jess decided she wasn't ready. She needed more time, so she left the series. One great thing about this series is the way the girls all have such obvious deep affection for each other.
When Jess came back in the room, I instantly felt really sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's, not unreasonable.
That's great.
Where is Blake taking the remaining 3 girls next Wednesday, Sam?
From behind.
That will be your final moment on Channel 10. Yeah. See you later, Sam.
See you, Sam. It's been good fun, mate.
Up until that point, you were much loved on Channel 10.
Back to SBS obscurity for you, my friend.
Little game show or something, but that's fucked you right up, mate.
I just want to say I've had a great time on the show.
Where is Blake taking the remaining 3 girls this Wednesday? Glenn.
South Africa?
Glenn Robbins has the correct answer. Who knew?
My career now will continue on, whereas yours is...
All right, we'll just...
Pick the guy who wants to be on Channel 10 again.
We'll take a quick break when we return. Get some serious interrogation. Okay, time to put each of our contestants through a bit of individual examination. The segment is one-on-one, and Dave, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Which of these people has Barbara Streisand not done a duet with on her new album? John Mayer, Tom Jones, Billy Joel, Lionel Richie, Elvis Presley.
Well, at least 2 of those people are dead. No, sorry.
Who's the...
No, John Mayer's dead.
John Mayer, he's with everyone, isn't he?
Yeah. If you saw the grand final on Saturday, Tom Jones is dead.
Well, it's harsh. No, look, I would say... What was the question?
Which of these people has Barbara not done a duet with on
And
her
only
new
one of
album?
them she hasn't.
Correct.
Which is, that narrows it down, doesn't it? I will start and finish with...
And we'll be back after the break.
I'm just going to have Lionel Richie for no other reason than I need to stop talking.
I would have gone with Tom Jones, I'm afraid. Sorry, Hughesy.
I gave you the answer.
Sam. Which of these women did not feature in the Australian Women's Weekly Power List? Gay Waterhouse, Jackie Lambie, Jackie Weaver, Tracy Grimshaw, Jessica Mauboy.
They're all so talented, Tom.
Well, it's power and influence we're looking at here as much as
Power and influence in what area?
Just life.
You have no idea, Tom. If it's not written on those cards, you've got no idea about anything.
But I do have the answer, Sam, and I need it from you.
I reckon Tracy Grimshaw, because all the others are very powerful women in their fields, and Tracy is not.
I think anchoring 5 nights a week current affairs show.
So, Tommy, we're on Channel 10, not Channel 9, mate. Just get on board.
There's a TV show going to be delving into your business very soon. I can tell you.
Turn on you. Sam, your answer is?
Tracy Grimshaw.
My answer is Jackie Weaver, I'm afraid.
Well, that's wrong.
Pick up a copy of the Women's Weekly. All right, Glenn. Which of these is not a new fall TV show in the US? How to Get Away with Murder, We Are Men, Bad Judge, Jane the Virgin, CSI, Cyber.
Oh.
You know, Tom, I love this show. And I watch it every week. And I never understand the question and I never know the answer. I tried, it's the double negative thing,
Yeah, okay.
which is not the thing, and I have to work backwards. And I'm going to go with Bad Judge.
And I would have gone with We Are Men,
Okay.
which was...
We Are Men. I'll go with that.
I'm afraid that was the answer I was seeking. All right, Ed.
Hi, Tom.
Which of these countries is not a member of the anti-ISIL coalition?
Good game's a good game.
Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Jordan, the UAE, Qatar.
Boom. Number 5, Qatar.
No, you're wrong.
Excellent.
I'm going to take over this one. It is number 2, Turkey.
Well, Ed, you can either follow Hughes' advice
Do it,
or
mate. Do
follow
it.
your own
You've
instincts.
never trusted me ever, but this time, I tell you, go with Turkey. I know this one.
I'm going with this guy. I'm going for Turkey.
Come on.
Ed and Hughes are both correct. It is.
Tom, I've known Dave 5-6 years. We friends. We worked together for years. Never listened to a word he said. I've made a terrible mistake.
What we've done there is turn the corner, mate.
On behalf of the other players, I'd like to put in an objection.
I think I will pay that. Sorry,
Thank you very
Glenn,
much.
Sam, and Celia. However, Celia, you do have a chance to get on the board. Which of these people did not attend George Clooney's wedding?
Oh.
Brad Pitt, Emily Blunt, Bono, Samuel L. Jackson, Cindy Crawford.
Yeah, Glenn and I will help.
Yeah, we're going to help you out.
Cindy
I feel
Crawford,
like-
they're very good friends.
Oh, are they?
Yes,
I feel
Brad
like
Pitt.
Bono's a bit on the out at the moment because everyone's mad at him for forcing himself into their music. So I feel like maybe he got a pity invite, so maybe that means he was there. I reckon Brad Pitt would be there, but Brad Pitt's just had his own wedding, so he'd be like, oh, wedding, done it.
So it's either Samuel L. Jackson. Well, Samuel L. Jackson's everywhere, so he probably was there. He was actually there doing
I reckon Bono.
Samuel L. Jackson was there doing an ad for Bet365, Tommy.
I think Bono was not there. Even though his name would be really easy to write on an invitation. But he was not there.
It was Samuel L. Jackson.
It was so nice to see the coalition of the stupid get together. Wasn't it? That was a real winning combination.
Why doesn't anyone listen to me, Tom? I gave Tom Jones as an answer, Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, help yourself. Give yourself some answers.
20 points.
Give yourself a couple.
Question.
All right.
Sam.
Give me the question, Tommy.
Afraid it doesn't work that way. A little bit of general knowledge to the break. What show has just become the top-grossing musical of all time? Sam.
The Lion King, Tom.
Absolutely.
I'm here to win.
All right. Can you tell me what show it knocked off? Glenn.
Puppetry of the penis.
Can I guess? Was it Les Miserable?
No, it was Phantom. Some iPhone 6 users have found their brand new phones are doing what? Dave.
Exactly what their iPhone 5s did.
This is a new feature. You put them in the pocket, and Glenn?
They're bending and they're...
Are you going to mime every answer tonight? They bend, pay that, Glenn.
So when it runs out of power at morning tea, you can fold it up and just put it in your pocket.
Perfect. BlackBerry just released its latest smartphone called what? Sam.
The fax machine.
A little behind. Celia.
iPhone 7.
Would be getting a jump on the opposition.
idea if they did that.
In fact, it's
Called Desperate.
It's no passport. What's unusual about the BlackBerry passport? Ed.
It's wind up.
It has a... Sam.
It's got nipples.
OK. A square screen and the old physical keyboard. City authorities are trying to stop lovers doing what in Paris?
Oh, I saw this. It's either taking or putting on the padlocks on the bridge.
Onto the bridges. They're
love
all falling
locks.
apart. The love locks. Yeah. And that brings us to the end of the segment. Up next, it's either or in the world of science. Towards the business end of the show. Let's put each of our contestants individually to the test. The segment is either or. And Celia,
Quick game's a good
first cab off the rank.
Okay.
Listen very carefully and tell me, border security or Gold Coast cops?
He thinks he can't be seen stashing something down his pants, but nothing escapes the eagle eye of Carla Sara.
Easy.
Is it?
Quick game.
Border security. I don't know what Kalasala is. Gold Coast Cops. Gold Coast Cops.
Is the correct
Thank
answer.
you.
Celia, Gold Coast Cops. Okay, Dave.
Yes.
The NutriBullet or the Shark Rotator Vacuum.
You can see why this is so popular. The internet reviews are quite good on this.
It's an incredible machine. Ooh, that is. I mean, how the hell could I know?
You want a hand?
Yeah, I do, Glenn. You help me out, mate.
I've watched a lot of the news to pull it. I'll go vacuum cleaner.
I'm going to go vacuum cleaner.
Is absolutely correct. All right, Ed.
Come on, Tom.
Bit of Australian drama. Winners and losers or Wonderland?
Yeah, so even if I was crazy enough to like him, then it's pretty clear he's not that into me.
Bit hard for you because you watch The Bachelor.
I'm a Bachelor man, so I'm going to go Wonderland.
Absolutely correct.
Thank you very much.
Wonderland, well done. All right, Glenn. Dr. Phil or Ellen?
Easy.
Has to be. Ellen, doesn't it?
No, where's
Ellen?
Where's the talky bit?
That's how excited the crowd are.
You've done 3 of them. And
dancing.
it's audio only, Glenn, and you need to tell me, was that Dr. Phil or Ellen?
No, I'm imagining myself in the afternoon with nothing to do. Dr. Phil comes on. It's Dr. Phil.
In fact, it is Dr. Phil.
Dancing and
Go, Glenn. All right, finally, Sam.
Thomas.
Peppa Pig or Bob the Builder?
Here we go. Come on.
We're digging up the road.
Will it take long?
Mate, come on.
You've got a young child. Surely these shows are on in the house?
Yeah, I do have a young child. They grow up so slowly, don't they, Thomas? Peppa Pig.
It's going to say a lot about whether you're ever actually at home with your children here.
Oh, you should talk.
It makes a good point. Hughesy gives up breakfast radio to spend more time with his family, then goes on an Australia-wide tour of his stand-up.
I think he took his family
Father
with
of
him.
the
I
year
did
over here.
take them for a little while. Absolutely. And they realised it wasn't the way to go.
Anyway, Sam, Bob the Builder or Peppa Pig?
Yeah, that's Peppa Pig.
It is Peppa Pig, Sam. You were very attentive today. Okay, test tubes and Bunsen burners at the ready. It's time to get a little academic.
Finally.
Science.
All in the name of research. A new study has found that 10% of all American adults cannot do what? Sam?
Fit in their car.
Okay. Speak English. Interesting, yeah.
Oh,
it's been discovered that your preference for beer or wine is based on what? Glenn?
Your genes?
Indeed, genetic, not gender as some people thought. A new species of what has been discovered in Longreach? Dave?
Bogan.
No, it's more insecty. Glenn?
Jackie Lambie.
Okay, I'll move on. In fact, they found a new tarantula.
Tarantula. Well, I hope Long Beach enjoyed having tourism.
It's over now.
Backers, come and look.
This pyramid in Egypt has been damaged by what? Glenn?
A challenge on the block.
Seriously wrong.
Unveiling our tomb.
In fact, it was, get this, restoration works. What has the International Space Station received for the first time? Glenn?
Wi-Fi.
Would it be very exciting? Quite a stretch, but in fact it's a female cosmonaut. The Russians have never sent a woman up before.
Spy, Tom.
She wearing one of those red bikinis like they do.
In a normal suit. All right, I think that's enough science
I
for
think
one
so, Tom.
evening.
Not our strong suit.
I want you to tell me, who is this? Sam.
That's you if you grow your hair out, Tommy.
Please, don't be part of it. Glenn.
No, it's the Bachelor for next season.
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector, indeed.
Still in jail.
A couple of years in jail. A woman admitted to hospital in Perth suffering Ebola-like symptoms has turned out to have what? Glenn.
Malaria.
Bryn Edelson has hired who to assist in her divorce proceedings?
Oh, yes, it's not a lawyer. It's not a lawyer. I'm right. It's not a
Glenn.
Mick Gatto?
Mick Gatto is doing some negotiations, indeed. Time for one final break. When we return, our winner is revealed. It's a rapid recall time. Start that clock. The Australian Reserve Bank is worried that what is overvalued?
Houses.
The Australian housing market. The New Zealand Reserve Bank thinks what is overvalued? Dave?
Sheep.
It is the New Zealand dollar. Edward Snowden has just won... Sam?
The Amazing Race.
No, in fact, it's a Swedish Human Rights Award. Who is the narrator on Channel 10's Gold Coast Pops, Dave?
Heard that earlier. It's Samuel Johnson. Great guy.
Indeed it is. A fan at a Rod Stewart concert is suing the singer. What for? Glenn?
An encore.
Well, he did one or didn't do one. In fact, no, it's a broken nose caused by Rod kicking a soccer ball into the crowd. Stephen Hawking just admitted to being what? Dave?
Lazy.
No, in fact...
What? You don't know?
Oh, Celia.
An atheist.
Big
surprise.
Indeed.
Big surprise.
Lazy atheist.
Lazy atheist. A very intelligent one. Okay, a bit of Pope watch. What's happening in this picture? He's holding a Sam.
That's the Pope, and he's catching a bouquet at a wedding, Tommy.
He's trying to catch a baseball following his weekly address at St. Peter's Square. What was Obama's advice to young ISIS members? Sam?
Don't worry, be happy, Tommy.
Get off the battlefield is basically what he was telling them. What did Tony Abbott speak to the Egyptian president about on the sidelines at the UN, Sam?
His hat.
He raised
ridiculous.
an issue important to a lot of Australians. Ed.
Does he really wear that hat? A guy with a baseball cap on
Dave,
a
please
throne.
help me.
Why is he wearing that camouflage on that chair?
He spoke about...
A baseball cap on a throne. Is he Kanye West? Is
The journalist, Peter Grest.
Jailed Australian journalist Peter Grest. David Cameron recalled Parliament to do what? Celia?
To ask them if they'll join the coalition.
Against ISIS. Who admitted this week to using cocaine at Buckingham Palace? Hughes.
Charlie Sheen.
Glenn.
It was Stephen Fry.
It was indeed Stephen Fry. Yeah. Where can Australian... Oh, and that brings us to the end of the show. And our winner is Ed Kavalee. Thank you to everyone for being part of the show. This is our last episode for the current season, but we will be back in a month or two for our huge Have You Been Paying Attention to 2014 end-of-year special. In the meantime, we'll leave you with a moment from this week's news featuring a reporter in Alaska who resigns live on air. Only problem, she obviously forgot to let the newsreader know what she was planning to do.
And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit.
All right, we apologize for that. We'll be right back.
Now that's what I call a sign-off. Good night, Australia. See you for our end-of-year special.